Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. All right, another day of worship. Let's glorify the Lord's name. Yes, Shamakuri, Evo, welcome. Johan, Benny, welcome. Thanks for sending that picture. Now I can visualize what you look like. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jesus Prabhupada, 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 Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Srila Prabhupada, Jesus Srila Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Woo. Jesus Srila Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Advaita. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Where is Lalita traveling to? Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Nimai, Nitai, Nimai, 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 Nimai. Vishwambara, Vishwambara, Vishwambara. Vishwambara, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, 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 Vishwambara, Gaurachandra, Vishwambara, Gaurachandra, 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 Vishwambara. Vishwambara, 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 Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Vishwambara, Vishwambara, Gauranga, Gauranga, Vishwambara, Vishwambara, Gauranga, Gauranga, Vishwambara, Vishwambara, Gauranga, Gauranga. Vishwambara, Vishwambara, Gauranga, Gauranga, Vishwambara, Vishwambara, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hey, Vishaka Devi. Thank you for coming here. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Oh my Lord. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rupa Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Rupa Raghunath. Rupa Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Rupa Raghunath. Vishwanath, Vishwanath, Rupa Raghunath, Vishwanath, Vishwanath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Vishwanath, Vishwanath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Vishwanath, Vishwanath, Rupa Raghunath. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Om, my Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Uh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Ooh. Oh my God. I don't know how anybody could chant 16 rounds. I can't. I don't know how they can chant one back. Whew. Whew. Intense. Intense. Good morning, everybody. Uh, we're all here amongst friends and relatives. Here to watch the show, Lord Caitanya's show, the greatest show on earth. Let's see, you think it'll be a good one today? I'm always wondering. What do you think, Amy? Will it be a good show today? How about you, John Arden? You think it'll be good? Let's let's dive into something here. Let's see. Maybe we read from the book here. Let's try the book. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda. Ah, ah, let's see. Bhajalila, page 507. The omniscient, supreme Lord Vishvambara. Oops. The omniscient, supreme Lord Vishvambara was fully aware of the presence of the brahmachari. Oh, yeah, that's the one he kicked out of the kirtan. Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, page 505. All glories to Sri Caitanya, who is an ocean of all transcendental excellences. All glories to him who is known as Vishvambara, who is the lawgiver of the entire material creation. Can you imagine? He's the lawgiver of the entire material creation. He's an ocean of transcendental excellences. The ocean. Yeah, this is the main thing in Krishna consciousness is to connect with the devotees. So you can get this spark. This is called the Bhakti Lata Bij. You get the spark, and then it enables you, it empowers you to taste these transcendental qualities, which makes your life perfectly successful. Okay? Otherwise, these are just like it's like reading a book. You cannot really understand this book. You can't understand even Bhagavad Gita properly without the awakening of this taste. That's why it says you could do the Varna and Ashram, um, and the regulative path, but if you don't develop this taste for the transcendental excellences of the Lord, so, beginning with His name, to where you can taste this name in ecstasy, you haven't arrived yet. He, it's the Lord said it's basically futile. So this thing, they're going on this path, austerities, to increase their austerities, increase their renunciation. They think in this way, increase their lack of chanting. In this way, they're going to attain Krishna. See, but Krishna has already been attained by his devotees. See, and so the secret is when the Lord manifests his devotees. And when the devotees are manifest and the order is manifest like it is now, the taste becomes manifest for others. I mean, otherwise, you just work and work and work, and you just, you stay a Vaidhi Bhakta your whole life, and then you die a Vaidhi Bhakta without tasting the transcendental excellences. Starting with the name, you got to see, does this person taste the isn't it pretty you come here, it becomes a no-brainer, like, hey man, is this person tasting the transcendental excellences of the name? I mean, it's extraordinary if somebody is, and see, because you don't see it much unless you come here. You don't know. It's like it's not even a standard now, even though that was always the standard from the very beginning. That from the very beginning of the Lord manifesting the Sankirtan movement, he manifested this taste for chanting Hare Krishna. See? And then everything revolved around this ecstatic taste for the excellences of the name and the pastimes, the qualities, the true path. See, the true path is the devotee tasting these excellences, showing the role model, like what real Krishna consciousness is. You are very dear to Lord Nityananda. See, these excellences. See, this is the thing. Life is all about this tasting these beautiful, virtuous, transcendental qualities of the name of God and his pastimes and his qualities. Life is all about that. Really, even whether you know it or not. Everything is illusion in this whole material universe. And this ends the illusion completely. See? Burns it up with this truthful realization. Ah, I see. My soul is awakened. My soul is spiritual. Yeah? God is spirit. Ah, these glories written by his devotees are truly the names of God. See, it's the inspired word of God comes through his real devotees. They're inspired to speak it and to write it down. Okay? And this gets transferred into you, others. See, because you believe in that word and those excellences. This is the idea of the guru principle. This is the real guru who awakens this transcendental taste in you for these excellences. This becomes your life and soul. You become part of the family. You say this, yes, yes, these excellences, this name is very dear to me. Also, it gives me real life. Now I've found real life, finally. All these incarnations, all these many, many, many lifetimes, going from a microbe to an ant, to a dog, to a cat, to a cow, to a person, evolving through all of that, going sideways. Like crypto, you go sideways for a long time. You just in and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah, so many lifetimes. See, and you don't know what is. This is not taught. What you're hearing in this class is not taught. It's not even taught in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math Gaudiya Samiti, because you don't see the experienced devotee that relishes the name, where you can see with your own eyes this person knows God, man. They explain it nicely because of an experience, an encounter with the true Lord that gives them the inspiration and the power to do so. Otherwise, you know, you haven't even heard the Bhagavatam till you hear it from somebody like that. We're all for. I feel myself fortunate to be able to speak like this because of the Lord's empowerment, the Lord giving that power, giving this taste, and then giving it to you. Isn't it nice? That's your witness. Is that, wow, I got it. You know? The Lord empowered my guru and then gave it to me also. You guys also, many of you can taste what I can taste, and what Lord Caitanya can taste, and what Nityananda can taste, what Gadadhar can taste, with all this family of real devotees that we're trying to convince the world, come into this family for God's sake. This is real. This is true. This is genuine. This is rare. You know, I was just realizing this morning. I said, for years I'd read in the Bible that there are demons, and that there's a war going on in the heavens, and there's a time when there's going to be a new uh, uh, the demons are going to come up and all this. I thought it was, well, maybe this is a fairy tale. Maybe it's not really real. You know what I mean? I mean, none of. I mean, I never. It was not to the surface. It wasn't in your face. I didn't know. I didn't have an encounter with that. I didn't see these things until 2020. And all of a sudden, this whole thing, it's like the curtain was taken off, and I'm seeing demons everywhere, practically, and people doing demoniac things. Not exactly, seeing them in the forms, but in their subtle form, in their mentality, in their hypocrisy, in their lies. And I thought, oh my God, it's true. Yeah. It's the same thing with Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan mission. This is manifesting now as a reality. Really true what happened 550 years ago and is arising again. The love of God is not something that is going to be attained by the way Narayan Raj is being teaching and or anybody else is teaching. It's going to be attained the way it was attained 550 years ago. It's pretty clear in the book. Lord manifested it, and the devotees were open to it, and they attained it because the Lord had manifested, not by their austerities. That's why the Lord threw the brahmachari out. Get that brahmachari out of my kirtan. You can't attain me this way. You attain me by surrender. You surrender. Those who surrender to me get me. How do you do that practically? What, you surrender to directly the Lord Chaitanya, who nobody can know, nobody knows on their own? No, the Lord comes as a spiritual master, as that person that's really real in the book. They manifest right there in your face, man. And then you see the book is there, and then the devotee Bhagavat is there. And the Lord manifests as that devotee, just like the book says. That's surrender. When you surrender to this preaching, what am I preaching? Am I preaching some false ego? Then I'm preaching the word. I'm preaching the book. The devotee has to represent the book in person. And no one can imitate that. I can't imitate that. That has to me. The Lord actually is living, Radha and Krishna living inside you and inspiring that word, using you as their avatar to deliver people. Does that make any sense to anybody out there? There's no other way to attain this transcendental Lord so far beyond all the coverings of the universe. The Lord has to manifest here now as the spiritual master, the real, genuine associate of the Lord. And surrender to Him is surrendering to the preaching of that devotee. The preaching, the word of that devotee. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was, is, and always will be God coming through those kinds of devotees. See? That's why I even got it in the book. I read the Bible, man, the book of John. And that word woke me up, even from the book. But most people can't do that. They need to hear that word in the book spoken by a living being in the body, physically manifest. And they hear that sound vibration and wake up like people are doing here. Proof is in what the Lord does in you. That's the witness. Eh? The ironclad argument. I can't believe these guys want to have a debate. How could you win? How could you win when there's something the Lord is manifesting inside somebody? Yeah, okay, let this thing go on. Let's have this debate. The guy, you know, can you imagine trying to debate, and well, maybe it's something to it because the guy he says he basically likes me. That's a good sign. Any Vaidhi Bhakti that likes a devotee that preaches like this, there's got to be something special there, because otherwise, how can you? He even says, "I like your student." This is a very good sign, actually. He says, I want to defeat you first, but I actually like what you're doing. I think I like where it's going, and I like your disciples." How can you have anything against that person? I think I'll just lose the debate just because he likes what we do. No, I can't do that. Can't do that. It wouldn't be a good example. These devotees, they don't like me because I'm so smug, so self-assured. They don't like you. You're not. How come you don't? Oh, please, 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 forgive me, Prabhu. I don't want to be offensive. Oh, they want me to walk around like that. I'm, I'm sorry, Mr. So Acharya Dave. Oh, your piano playing is fantastic. Oh, you're a piano. Oh, well, all glories to Acharya Dave. And Radhanath, oh, Narayan Raj, oh, glory. When you're so smug. How dare you challenge their authority? Mr. Smug is here. How can he do this, man? We got everybody under control. It's offensive to challenge any idea that's been preached. I challenge the word. I challenge Narayan Raj's word to a duel. What's wrong with that? I challenge the word to a duel. The sword is going to be you present what you was present like he's done, and I present what I consider truth, and we're sword play. What's wrong with that? It's sport. I don't think he has a problem with me, having a duel. Isn't the truth the important thing? Isn't it the truth to find out if it's, what the path he taught by you're chanting 1 lakh and all these austerities you're going to take, Krishna? To challenge that word with my sword of this truth coming here, what I consider backed up by what I'm reading here and studying here is my sword is saying, no, you attain it just by coming here and showing that you surrender to a truth greater than anything you've seen or heard yet. You see the greater truth than you've seen. What truth has worked like this? Where do you see the ecstatic devotees in the Narayan Raj group, like Lalita and Johans and anybody Govindas and all of this? Where do you see even the gurus there in ISKCON or anywhere else that are like you guys? You guys are very unique. You're so unique, they just blowing their minds. They can't believe, that you can manifest. They said, no, it can't be. My Narayan Raj Guru said that only after many lifetimes you get prema. Not even our gurus have prema, but we're getting everybody to bow down and worship them like idols. I don't like that. I think that is inconclusive and idolatry. A lot of mucus today. Uh, They don't like it. This Gohari, he's too much. He's too free, too liberal. He just says what's on his mind. We don't like that. You're supposed to live a life of repression and suppression. And oh, Prabhu, I don't want to be afraid to express my mind because Prabhu, I don't want to commit any offenses. I don't want to be offensive to the Democrat Vaishnavas. They're on the Democrat side, because he's expressing, he's not very humble. They look like Democrats to me, always crybabies. Yeah, he's not very humble. He doesn't walk like this. Purple, you're so offensive and smug. How do you? Yeah. Offender of pure devotees, and they're. I know I'm just dueling with their words, man. That's all. I think I have a right to do that, man. You're going to preach to the world and people that, that it's many lifetimes before you get praying. I'm going to preach to the world and say, hey, in this lifetime you can get praying. We're already doing it, man. This is the prototype. It works. What is this teaching things that don't work? That doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense teaching things that don't work and get the desired goal of life, ultimate goal of life, which is Krishna praying. Devotion to Krishna, love of God, life's ultimate goal, and that's all manifesting here. Everybody should be taking this path. That makes sense to me. Do the path that works. Do the path that I don't care how illustrious you're worshiping Narayan Raj, and he's so fantastic and everything. Yeah, but is he given love of God? If he's he manifesting that order? You know. And by the way, he's bye bye now. It's time to let that preaching decrease. Okay, he did his job, and he was a nice guy. Preaching what he believed in his way is beautiful. It's his thing. But hey, man, preaching bye bye, man. No many lifetimes. Take this prema now, because that is the inspired by the Lord. It's his Lord's desire as people get prema in this life, love of God. So you can relish these transcendental excellences. People are already doing it here right before the world, right before you, ISKCON devotees and Gaudiya Samiti is showing you the real path by demonstration that God is working in them, and he can do it in you also. Yeah. I don't know. This makes sense to me, man. I'm not. I'm no blind believer, man. I'm not into blindly believing anything, man. I want to. You convince me. I don't care. I learned enough about this Maya. She's very tricky. She lies, and she's very good at it. You got to be very good at presenting the truth, and only if the Lord is actually working in somebody can you be very good at presenting the truth and logic and clarity and all of that stuff. And I'm, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, rubbish mentality, man. That's why there's a problem. Oh, don't be offensive to pure devotees, and everything's going to hell. Got all these weird shit that going on there. Oh, no, no, don't be offensive, man. Don't think, don't consider it. Just blindly believe, even all this bullshit that's going on. You know, they don't even have the standard of Guru Tattva. So how are you going to make any progress, really? You got to, the whole thing is, if you're worshiping gurus who haven't realized Vrindavan, ultimately comes down to you have to go through the door. The door to bhakti, it even taught in the Bible and in the Vedas. The door is Guru Tattva. See, chapter 1 of Adi Leela on the spiritual master. If you don't get that down, no, you can even make any progress. That's why they can't get off the rules and regulations bandwagon. Yeah, that's their band. That's their song. Rules, regulations coming out of their mouths and their activities and their pondals. Rules, regulations, Varnashram Dharma, big banners when I was in Mayapur. Varnashram Dharma and all. That's their song. What's our song? Prema Bhakti, man, spontaneous, Raganuga Bhakti. It's for real, man. We're doing that dance, and that's our song, man. That's our song. And they're all going, hey, he's so smug, giving out this stuff that we can't give out, that our gurus can't give out. He's so smug. He's such a demon, and yeah. And we're just trying to just no matter what, they crying like crybabies. We're still going to manifest prema. Whoever comes here is going to get it, and that's you're going to be the witnesses, and you're going to help them get it. They need your help, man. They talk about making offenses to guru and all that, and they just rush right in. They see the name Srila right there, right on. Oh no, he can't be no Srila. We can go blah 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 blah. Isn't that funny? I think it's hilarious. They have no fear. None of those guys. But you're offensive. You're offensive. But we can just all you because we have no faith in your preaching. That none. Too bad for you, because I have great faith in this preaching. This is what I see in these books, and I just a great fortune to preach it. I don't care. You can cry all you like. Just call me this, call me that. No problem, man. My faith is in the order. Prabhupada has his full approval. Exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly what he wants, and therefore this is good. That's why it works here. Anybody has faith in this word, you're going to get the desired result. You have faith in their words, all of them, man. You don't get the desired result. That's what I've seen. I've been looking, man. You look also. Go look and see any wet eyes like you see here. Any ecstatic worship of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Huh? See any hearts flooded with Radha's love for Krishna? See any hearts? Not even one. And they wonder why I'm so smug. I know we got the best thing, man. And they can prove it and they can't. Oh, I can't wait for this debate with this Vaidhi Bhakta. Let's see what happens with that. That'll be fun, huh? And we need some shows. It's like this. Hey, that's a good one, Tom. Vaidhi Bhakti is by force and Raghunuga is by source. And that's exactly what it is. Thank you. See, that comes from the Lord, giving you good revelation. See, it's all by source too, because really, the Lord, all paths lie upon Krishna like pearls on a string, but not all paths are equal, in their revelation and realization and understanding. Some don't give you the understanding of God at all, but it's still a path, because even though you don't know it was designed by the Lord, it was. Yeah, we need the Lord's help in any way and every way. Yeah. Yeah. So it's by source too, but it's more external, more distant. See, so therefore the realization is distant. Here, this is by source. The source of all incarnations is Krishna. And if you can chant Krishna's name in ecstasy and Radha's name in ecstasy, you're going to get a different realization and understanding, right? And that's what's happening here. That's why even the Narayan Raj group, hey man, they're good devotees. They've given their lives, in ISKCON also. I mean, I got to give them that. They're giving their lives to Krishna. You know, we're just dancing around, creating conflicts so that we can create. That's another thing I learned from. The New World Order here, how the Lord works here. They create conflicts to create a synthesis. This is some name, some kind of dialect thing. That's what they're doing here. They create conflicts and sides. Democrat against the Republican. This is all Maya. This is all this by design. They need the conflict to create a synthesis of what they want. See, so this also, that's why Jesus said, "Don't think I came to this world to bring peace. He came here to bring conflict." See, conflicting, confusion. So the confusion is basically, he comes in and tells you what's behind the veil of Maya. See, and it causes conflict because Maya doesn't, is always trying to hide the truth. That's her nature. See, that's what she does. And so the devotees come here and naturally cause conflict. Lord Caitanya also, he brought what was behind the veil of Maya into this world, which is this ecstatic love of God. And it created conflict. That's his Srivas, let's throw his thing, his house in the Ganga. He's causing disturbances. You shouldn't worship like this. And so Gohari comes here and does the same thing, creates conflict. It ultimately causes a synthesis of this divine energy coming and coming synthesizing into this atmosphere, into this world. Has to be, otherwise without the conflict, everything is just in the Mayic like turntable, it just turns like this and it just stays on track. See, this comes in, causes the conflict, and starts to interject the divine energy. This is divine intervention happening again now in 2022, at this exact time, actually. It's a very special time, actually. You don't always get this kind of divine intervention. Uh, See, the spiritual empowerment that comes, it's like getting an alien to come to this planet. It's like shocking. It's like you ever see an alien? Wow, that's a shock. Who are you? That's why people think, who is this? Who are these devotees here? You're like shocking us. This is a shock. There are no devotees like this. The masses of devotees are not like this. They're all going, oh, hail Guru Dev, hail Putana, hail Putana. Hail devotee that's not a resident of Vrindavan. Hail, deliver me, even though they can't deliver you. See, they're all doing they're worshiping lies, hypocrisies. It doesn't matter how sincere they're delivering the lies. You false tears. They're not real tears. Not real. I mean, they're real for a time, but they're not in truth. They're not the tears of a devotee crying in the ecstasy of their soul loving God. See, that's what the kind of stuff you see here. Yeah, I mean, this creates conflict. These talks that we do, if people watch them, they get angry and all causes conflict. Yeah, because Maya, there people are serving Maya. That's what they do. They don't serve this. I serve the truth. I love serving the truth. The truth is going to set people free, even though it causes conflict. You know, that's going to it causes conflict and confusion for a time, but then it synthesizes into the consciousness of the world. It has to. Otherwise, there's no deliverance here. There's no mercy here. Maya just merciless, just get annihilates everybody and everything ultimately. Everybody is illusioned. It just goes on and on and on and on until there's divine intervention. Either the Lord comes here himself and then he brings his devotees too when he does come here, or he sends his devotees. Obviously, we're the latter here. He sends his devotees and to cause this synthesis of the divine energy into this world, even though the world fights against it at first. Doesn't matter. It's divine. It's more powerful than anything. That's why you see in the battle of Kurukshetra, it was desire for the Lord to inject the divine energy, and by him, that he had this mission, to annihilate the miscreants, and establish religion in this world of what he wanted. It caused conflict. You see, they fought in the war, Battle of Kurukshetra. The Pandavas represented Krishna. You see, they liked Krishna. That's the secret here. We represent the real Krishna. We like Krishna. We like it. Krishna is ecstatic. See, they knew that, but the opposite side didn't know that. That causes conflict. Jarasandha, we want to fight Krishna. Pandava says, we're thinking we want to love Krishna. We love Krishna. He's our family. We're part of his family. See, this is the secret. You become part of Lord Caitanya and Krishna's family here. See, because we're causing the conflict. But if you side over here, you become part of the family. Even if you're on the opposing side, you may become part of the family also. Like, who is it? A lot of these persons on the opposing side, they also became part of the family. I mean, intimate family. Bhima, see, like, no, Bhishma. He fought Krishna and everything. He was part of the intimate family. It's a pastime, man. This is all pastime stuff. That's why devotees, when you start preaching like this, even though there's conflict, it's just fun. That's part of it, man. It's action. It's an action flick. Isn't it nice, Amy? You can actually be in an action flick, and the more you get into this, you and everybody else, you get into this action flick. You're going to see there's a lot of action here. That's why you need a little training, so you're not like, when you when they try and knock you down, you don't. Yeah, if they do knock you down, you get up and get back into the into the program. There's this TV series called Westworld. Man, you want to know what's the predictive programming stuff? It's all in that thing. It's all in there, man. Westworld, man. Anyway, they had these. these clones and robot type persons. They're like they look just like people and everything. See, but they slaughter them. They just kill them, because they think, they got no soul. We just they use them so they can get their desires out of them, to kill and to do all these things. See, they're doing all these things to these things, and then they fix the robots. They put them back together, and then put them back onto the field, and they go and they have all these scenarios, western scenes, and these different movie type scenes, and they slaughter these robots, and then they go back into the factory and fix them up. Well, that's kind of like what we're doing, but the opposite. See, they're the robots out there in the world. You're robotic. If you're serving Maya and Maya is using you just to put people in Maya and keep the Mayic thing going, even all the way into the Vaidhi level, the rules and regulations, there's still some Maya in that there. It's not, yeah. So here, we're the living beings now, because if we're living on the life of this ecstatic relish of the transcendental excellences of the Lord. So this is our life, and so we come and we do battle with the material energy. See, by bringing the truth and setting people free with these truths, these conclusive doctrines, actually, of the absolute truth. Conclusively, they're in the book. We bring them out, bring them to life. They cause the conflict, you see? See, and sometimes these robots, uh, they may get a good, what do you call? They may what do you call it, hit you with something, and then you may go down. But see, we also get fixed. Krishna fixes us up. You come to sadhu sangha, or you chant a little bit, and the Lord fixes you up. I've been doing this for years. I've been going into this conflict here, and sometimes I get knocked down by the material energy. It's very strong sometimes, until you get stronger and stronger. That's the idea. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, because, like, snake poison is the antidote is snake poison. You know, and the more you get bitten, the less you're affected by it. It's you can. There are people that have been taking poisons. They from birth, actually. They've done this. I think in way back when, in the Egyptians or something, they would train to give these people poison, and for years and years and years, little bits of it, and so this poison wouldn't kill them, and they could drink it, but somebody else would drink it, or they even kiss the person, and they're kind of filled with that poison, and that poison would kill the person they kiss with their tongue or something. So yeah. So this is the kind of thing, and it's all reversed. This people, they think this is poison, don't they? These persons out there, they've drank the Maya. They're poisoned and contaminated by Maya, and they think this nectar is poison. See, and so they fight. And I've been fighting for years. With gurus, with people saying I'm an illusion and all this, and sometimes getting knocked down, or different philosophies, because we're in this heavy Maya, see, but getting back up and getting back up. See, being fixed by the Lord, when the Lord comes and he gives me life and strength. And so you're probably finding the same thing. See, the Lord fixes you up, this relishing the taste of the Lord, chanting the name of the Lord in ecstasy. It picks you back up and gives you divine strength to do more battle. This is how it works. So yeah, you stay sleepy and lukewarm. So anyway, this is the thing. You're in training now, so you can confront the Maya and be just like the disciples of Jesus. They were in training with Jesus, and then when Maya got really heavy in the end, they all ran away. Because they just got in fear. They couldn't. They lost faith. Basically, they lost their faith in Jesus. Many of them. They did and they didn't. They just. And Jesus said, "You'll recover." See, so they did. Krishna, God inside, strengthened them, and then yeah. Yeah. So anyway, uh, all glories to the dear most devotees. All glories to your dear most devotees. See, who the way you can know this, whoever is dear to the Lord, if they chant the holy name with real deep taste and they are affected by that name, that means that name is very dear to them. But opposite is also they're very dear to the Lord, so watch out or watch in. Watch closely. No retreating here. We take no what do they call? We take no captives. No, we take all we captivate everybody. We're trying to. That's our goal. Okay. Vishwambar continued his transcendental activities in Navadvip, but not all could see them. You see, these what we're doing is the same as the book, man. It's a living book. Hey, these are transcendental activities. Come on, isn't it? Isn't it not? Come on. Where do you see anything like this? This is uncommon. See? And the same thing happens. Not all can see them, right? They don't believe it. They don't, oh, it's not transcendental. This is illusion. Gohari's devil. The lipstick lady is a demon. All that beautiful exuding, and oh, she's a demon. She's a devil. See, they can't see. Not all can see them, but some can. Amy can see them. 13 others can see them if you have faith. Fanny's seeing something special, this newcomer here. Krishna's showing her these beautiful things. They're uncommon. What's going on here is uncommon. Who can confront the gurus? Who can confront Narayan Raj? Ooh. They think, Gohar, you should be falling down. Why don't I fall down? He likes this. He was always into, they fault me for challenging Narayan Raj's I'm just challenging the ideas. That's all. There's nothing wrong with him personally. He's a devotee of Krishna. The guy has given his whole life to Radha and Krishna and worship and all that. Well, how can you really fault anybody for that? I'm just dueling with the words. We're here to get conclusive about the real path. We're here to get conclusive is what is the real path. I say the fast path is the best path. I'm not against him personally. I'm against the preaching. I have to be. I have to create the conflict. I have to bring in a conception, a truth stronger than the one he preached. You get it? This is not a battle of flesh and blood. It's of principles. Principles. Hey, there's the principle. See, the principle of Lord Caitanya is deliverance now in this lifetime just by coming here and hearing this preaching and being convinced logically and clearly, not blindly. That to me is blindly. That's not the mercy of the Lord being expressed. I'm teaching you what's in this book, man. And in this book is the full mercy of Lord Caitanya. That is not even the path. If you're a Narayan Raj follower, you should understand this. It's not, I'm quoting the verse that the Lord with his own mouth quoted. It's in his book, Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is not by your austerities, not by your renunciation. It's not by your pious deeds. It's not by mantra yoga. It's not by regulative devotional service that you attain Krishna in Vrindavan. It's through those devotees who chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion, da-da, through those devotees. I'm firm on that truth. He's infirm on that truth, very infirm. And I'm firm on this truth. Why not take the truth that works? Why not take the truth that is true, true? Yeah, dueling with his conceptions that he taught. I'm sorry, man. I don't like this many lifetime. My Lord doesn't like it either. I'm sorry. He's a stickler for the conclusive truth. He doesn't like this many lifetime preaching. He likes this one lifetime preaching. Don't you? Don't you like this one? I go back to God. Doesn't that sound better to me than many lifetimes? Hey, that's why we're here to start a war with the Narayan Raj group. I'm getting them too. They're coming there. Smug. Of course, they got no smugness. They got no pride carrying their big sticks around. Oh, we're big Gurudevs. Hey, man, let's see some big conceptions, man. Let's see some real Vedanta that comes from Bhakti, man. Let's see some spiritual power. Let's see how many people you can awaken Prema Bhakti if you're so big. Huh? Where's all the. Come on. Show us some Prema Bhaktas that you've made there. Let's show me one video that. All these guys are so smart. Where's your videos, man? Where's your preaching? No, we just like to come on and then we disappear. You're like bubbles coming up from the surface and you pop. This is Transcendental World War III. See, together with the devotees, ecstatically relish the transcendental mellows. See, that's on the menu, my friends. To relish transcendental mellows with the devotees. To taste these verses like we do. These are called transcendental. No, can't be, no way. Gurudev, no, my Gurudev said mellows. Oh, prema, that mellows means prema bhakti, man. You know, varieties of transcendental mellows and sweetness of the Lord's transcendental qualities means prema. Oh, no, no way, man. We get the mellows of pride, and we're going to preach that as pure devotional service. Of being proud of doing one lakh of chanting. See? No, no. No, the Lord came here tasting transcendental mellows. Those who surrendered to you surrender to a devotee who is tasting transcendental mellows. You surrender to their preaching and their word. See, that's surrender to the Lord practically. Otherwise, you don't get this. You don't get this. You don't get this relationship with the Lord, intimacy. You don't get to taste transcendental mellows in this life if you don't do that. That's our whole preaching here. Go in the door, man. The Lord says, hey, man, my devotee is me. I come as my devotee and through my devotee to deliver you. If you don't believe that, go believe Jai Patak and Narayan Raj many lifetime path. Go worship those who are not real residents of Vrindavan. The Lord is a real resident of Vrindavan, and his real devotee is. They're very intimate, my friends, and very powerful. And they do what they say. Except what's to do with the world. Like I say sometimes, I'm going to clean my room. I sometimes don't. But the important things we do and we say and we deliver on that. And that's awakening bhakti in people. Awakening this transcendental taste is what it's all about. Life's ultimate goal is what we're doing, man. Anybody who believes this preaching, You're probably going to taste these transcendental mellows very quickly. And you're going to have a lot of fun too. Yes, this holier than thou attitude they have. And they say, Gohar, you have this holier than thou attitude. And you're right. They're absolutely right. The holiness coming through our Sangha is much more holy than thou. It's just a fact, man. Psh, what would you want me to lie and say, oh, you want this? I'm just a fallen soul. Yeah, I'm a fallen soul. Yeah, but let me use this. You see, I'm a really humble devotee, repressed. uh, No, holier than thou. I'll come. I'm here. What do you? Why would we even have a debate if we don't want to prove that what we're carrying the holiness that's more holier than thou's holiness of this Vaidhi Bhakti thing? What kind of? That's kind of external holiness. Very external. No, I like internal holiness where I'm eating the whole enchilada. Right there, Amy. We want to eat the whole enchilada, right? Not half of it. If you're going to eat an enchilada, you eat the whole thing, man. See, transcendental mellows is the whole enchilada. Love of God, life's ultimate goal is the whole enchilada. You come here, you're going to get the whole enchilada. You don't, you only get part of the enchilada with Narayan Raj preaching. Have we defeated that concept of many lifetimes yet? We need some referees. What do you think? Do you believe in it? It's going to be many lifetimes before people get prema? That path is the real path? Or does this path, is this the more powerful path, the more real path, the one that actually works, that actually people are actually getting prema? It's not just a blind boast. Oh, yeah, we're boasting because it's true. It's got something to boast about. Yeah, prema is here. Yeah, you come here, you're going to get prema. Oh, that's really a false ego. No, it's the real ego. It's real truth, man. She's far too greedy just to accept half an enchilada. You want half an enchilada? Not even a half. Only you're going to only get a particle of the enchilada. Go to the Narayan Raj group, right there. They even say, hey, listen, we're only going to give you a very small part of the enchilada. You're going to have to every lifetime. You're going to get a little bit more of the enchilada, the Krishna enchilada. The prema enchilada, and then you're going to inch your way like a snail down the many lifetime path, and maybe you get deviated somehow. Maybe you meet a liar and a cheater and a one of these Bill Gates guys, and you believe in them, and you got to go there, and see. So you want to follow that path of inching along? Go ahead. You want the whole enchilada? Come here. People are already. I think Lalita's eating the whole enchilada. What do you think? How about Johan? He looks like he's pretty eating pretty good, pretty satisfied. And others here, even Amy, she seems to be eating some. She probably got three-quarters of the enchilada. What do you think? You got about three-quarters or half? Yeah, but there's possibility to eat the whole enchilada here, to swallow the whole thing, man. Yes. All right. What else we got here? Yeah. See, they together with all the devotees ecstatically relish the transcendental mellows. See, that's why it's done with all. Why does anybody want to leave here? Once you get, some people they get a little taste and then they go. Why don't you want to relish like they do? We're here to show the same example, relishing with the devotees. Why are people trying to do some other path? I don't get it, man. You come here, you get the ability to taste Krishna's name and stuff, and then you go away. You go off track when you do that. This is the track. The devotees stayed together and relishing mellows together. That's what we do here every day. Yeah. See? The Lord was always intoxicated, drinking the nectar of his own transcendental name. Yeah, there you go. Who's showing that example? Who's showing the example of becoming intoxicated by the transcendental name? Oh, I think looks like Johann. It looks like the fructification. You can see the ones who are stepping out, man. Look at Lalita. She does it right in front of everybody. Johann, you tasting this. So what does that mean? Means they found the real friggin' path because they were trying to go that way with ISKCON, both of them, and they didn't make until they came here. Then they got the ability to taste this transcendental nectar. What's that saying, Mister Logicians out there? That means the real path is here. The Lord is behind our work. The parampara is, and He's not behind the Narayan Raj message now. Okay, maybe that was helpful for a while, but that's got to diminish. The Lord and the real parampara is here, finishing the work to get you to taste transcendental mellows in this life like it was in that life 550 years ago. No, no, future time, many lifetimes before. No, this lifetime. This is a fact already. And it'll be a fact in your life if you come here and give it a chance. Where do you get such a chance to give such a thing a chance? Such a possibility of change. Can you imagine? Why would you go a many lifetime path when I'm telling you can get it in this lifetime and showing you that you can get it in this lifetime? No wonder Gaur Das is a little self assured and smug. See, Lalita Ganga is in my heart, my whole body. Wow. Where do you hear glorifications and truths like that? Huh? Oh, Fanny, you're so nice. I'm going to talk to you sometime. Don't let your family get in the way of this fantastic opportunity. And you got to be careful. If anybody, this goes for everybody. If your family kind of is against what we do, just be careful with them. They don't understand because your understanding is because you're getting purified. You're coming here. You got to take that into account when you're dealing with people in the world. You know? Just act like they want you to act. Just like normal. Otherwise, if you start to, you get really these spiritual experiences and they start to see it, they get really confused. So you just kind of, you know, yeah. Never good, 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 good. See, no one can fathom the Lord's potencies or activities. See, you can't just fathom them, but if you become a well wisher and a disciple of a real associate of Lord Caitanya, you can learn all these things. You can understand all these truths, just like you are doing. You're an example of this. All of you. You're coming here, you're learning about the Lord's activities. Okay? Because that empowerment is to share these things, teach these things. Um, every night he was submerged in the congregational chanting of the Lord's name, but with his own, but only with his devotees. The non-devotees were disallowed in these kirtans. See? And so actually that happens naturally here. See, we have these are kirtans. Here we're talking, we're chanting in ecstasies, we're discussing the deeper philosophy and everything, but this is for the devotees. You see, the non devotees don't come. See, you could say the Lord is disallowing it because he's directing. The Lord, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I'm seated in the hearts of all living entities and directing their wanderings. He directs people to wander here who he wants to direct, and he directs their wanderings away from this if they're not ready for this and he doesn't want them to wander over here. See, they're disallowed from coming into the, because this is definitely intimate stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Intimate truths are going on here. Yes. So no one could fathom the Lord's potencies or activities. The envious persons not being welcome to these kirtans went around spreading bad rumors. Isn't that what they do? You can find out what they think about our sangha because now we're all in everybody's face, and they're spreading bad rumors. See, creating conflict. See, eventually all these people apologize. Just like now, why wouldn't this the same rerun happen again? All these people, they do the same thing that they did then because we're creating conflict by coming out. See, I got the order like Nityananda got the order. Lord Chaitanya said, if you're not act a little more wild in this world, expressing yourself and your truths, how are we going to accomplish our mission? How will we accomplish our mission? Therefore, I order you, Nityananda and Advaita, manifest pure devotional service in this world. Manifest your nature, the nature of Vrindavan and the truths of Vrindavan and the opportunity that people have. See, Lord Chaitanya taught just like Narayan Maharaj taught. He said, oh, yeah, if you want to become self realized, it's a long process. You have to rise to the platform of self realization. That could take many lifetimes, a long time. Lord also said that. He says, oh, by the way, but if you get the mercy of Nityananda, who has been given the order, see, I gave him the order, and he's manifesting these very secret, confidential truths. If you take shelter there, then you can be delivered very easily. You can get prema bhakti very easily. Well, that order's been given today. I'm telling you the truth. It's not a lie. This is not an exaggeration. We're already doing the same order. Prabhupada came, said, I have approval. I approve of all your activities. I approve of you distributing this ecstatic love, this devotional ecstasy. I approve of that. My full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do, and that means all the way through to Lord Chaitanya. And Krishna came in also. You do more of that. Huh? This is very, very true, these things. Very, very great opportunity. People can become self realized because I got the same order Nityananda got. It came through Prabhupada. I got the same order Dvaita. That's where the line started, the juicy lines. People got love of Godhead in that time, and they're getting it now because this is a revival of the same instruction from the Lord through the Parampara and Krishna. See, Krishna Das Kaviraj got the order of the Vaishnavas, and the blessing of the garland came down from Krishna. See, it goes by the book here. The same thing. Got the blessings of the Parampara through Prabhupada, the order, and the blessing of Krishna when my second disciple got the vision, a bilocated vision of conscious and just seeing Krishna actually. You know? And Krishna's saying, because of your guru, you're getting my darshan. And that's going to go for everybody. The real deal is here again. See? So this is the thing. People say, oh, you got a Jesus complex and all that. No, it's just the order. I'm just working on the order. Jesus was working on the order too. What are you going to do? You get the order, you just get the order and you execute the order. And whoever believes these things and comes to understand it, not blindly, but logically, clearly, matter of factly, and you could see with your own eyes people getting prema bhakti here so easily, then you found the place. You found the well. You found the wishing well. Throw your mind over here in this well, throw your ears over here, throw a little money if you can too. No problem. Throw a few coins into this well over here, and you get all you wish, which is love of Krishna. See, I told you. See, I told you, Amy. This was the team worth waiting for. See, she didn't make the cheerleading team, in high school or something. They just said, "Nah, Amy, you're not qualified." But look, she's one of my best cheerleaders here. Best cheerleader, cheering me on, giving me encouragement. She's my bravery. My husband and children say that I crazy, of course, but I don't care. That's great. They don't know what I feel. The real feeling, I never give up. I'm so lucky. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And just you don't. Yeah, they don't know because it's not time for them. But gradually they'll see that they'll see. They just can't help but see you just bright, more and more bright all the time because this is life, man. We're getting life, man, real life. I remember my brother; he was really against what I did. Just Krishna, you're brainwashed, yeah. And then he started to see I was just just steady, steady, steeper. He began to respect what I did. He said, "Wow, man, you look real committed, and people are coming and they're liking what you do." He became like one of my supporters. Yeah, it just takes a while. Yeah. Yeah, Mary Sachi was a cheerleader too. She actually made the team. You made the team back then, huh? Right? You showed me some pictures of when you were a cheerleader. Every night he was submerged in congregational chanting of the name, but only with his devotees. Non devotees were disallowed. No one could fathom the Lord's potency or activities. The envious persons not being welcome to these kirtans went around spreading bad rumors. Someone said, who can be a real Vaishnava in Kali Yuga? See, isn't that basically what they say? Isn't that basically what Narayan Raj says? Who can be a prema bhakti right away? Yeah, who can be a prema bhakti in this life? Only me, only him. He says, I mean, I don't know. I never seen it. Everybody, some people say, well, we see. Okay, I don't know. Actually, I don't think so. To be honest with you, his realization, maybe there was something there. He had some tears sometimes, but still, we don't. It's unknown. But by the way, it's irrelevant now. He's passed. He's passed. His preaching should pass away too. Let's do a eulogy for Narayan's preaching. Let's do that right now. Let's piss him off more. Oh, dearly beloved, that many lifetime preaching of Narayan Raj, we're going to bury that, cremate it. We'll put it in a fire. So, there be many lifetime preaching. We take that conception, everything. and we'll put it in the crematorium thing and burn it, and purify it some more. So we'll put that concept to rest many lifetimes before you get prema. Okay, so it's dead and gone now, at least here, right? We don't believe that anymore. We, we, we have the proven method in the book this lifetime by meeting the devotee who has the order. See, to deliver prema and is doing it. So it's a fact. Doesn't matter if doesn't matter. Gaur, you're so smug delivering prema bhakti. But okay, we're delivering prema bhakti. That's the bottom line. Isn't that the important thing? Gaur, you're not following all the rules and regulations of the thing, of the Vaishnavism. Hey, but we're delivering prema bhakti. Isn't that the thing? Isn't that the real essence? Lord Caitanya said, yes, it is correct. Those who awaken prema, devotion to Krishna in others, is certainly the spiritual master, regardless if I have a little sip of coffee here and there or whatever. Doesn't matter. The thing is, we're doing the job, man. Is the job getting done or not? No, we don't want to look at the job being done, prema bhakti being distributed. We want to be stickler for rules, fault finder like Ramachandra Puripat. He looked if Lord Caitanya had any sugar candy around there so he could find faults with even Lord Caitanya. Yeah, we want to follow that path. What is Gohari doing, man, in his life? Is he following the principles perfectly? We don't care that he's actually distributing ecstatic devotion and proving it to everybody, and we don't even look at that. We're smart people. I think they've been listening to their smartphones too much. What do you think? Hasta la vista, baby. To the concept, the many lifetime preaching. See you later, alligator. Just like John the Baptist said. He said, my rules and regulations and hard things, and you got to go to the desert and eat only honey, man, got to recycle and do all these things. You recycle the cans in the desert. You got to go find a recycling plant. You got to go walk in the hot desert, man. And you got to follow this rule and that rule and every friggin' rule in the book, man. And then he said, my preaching must diminish. Go to Jesus, man. He's got a lot of power, man. He's got a lot of authority, man. He can give what I can't give. You got one of those before you here, huh? Yeah, somebody can give what Narayan Raj couldn't give? Yes or no? Just answer the question. Don't think about it too much. Narayan Raj devotees, don't think about it. Just answer the question. Quick. Oh, man. I'm not attacking him personally. I'm just attacking the concept. Just understand that. I'm battling the concept. That's all. I'm battling the path that was being preached because this is stronger. Why not go to the stronger path, man? The more juicy, the more wealth in this path, prema path, now in this lifetime. Go for the more wealth. Go for the more strength. Go for the more enlightenment. Why not? Makes sense to me. How about you out there? No, we're going to defend that many lifetime path. No, we're going to defend it to our death. Well, you will, if you want to go. We're lazy. We'll take the easy way. It's already done, man. Just believe this word and check it in the book. Be convinced of it. Be convinced that this is the best path. Yeah, it's the easiest path, man. It's the most merciful path. It's the most magnanimous path. Yeah. I love you. Yeah. You're right. It's the easiest way. So why not? Hey, someone said, "Who can be a real Vaishnava in Kali Yuga?" This is basically what they're saying. Oh yeah, you got to attain Krishna. Who can be a real Vaishnava? Well, we're making real Vaishnavas now. Right now, a real Vaishnava is somebody like Lalita. That's a Vaishnava who can relish the transcendental names of Krishna. Govinda, so many rivers, all these persons, Johans, Janakis, they're relishing these names and qualities of the Lord. Maria, what, Fanny now? Amy. What, there's not enough proof? You want more? Okay, great. We got a lot of room. We got a lot of billions of souls here. Let's just keep lighting candles until the Vaides are even convinced. This preaching will make sense to some because it's clear, it's logical, it's powerful, it's inspiring. Even inspires me. I go and watch my own videos. I like to get inspired again. Yeah. What do we got here? They just don't know what to say anymore now. Simply envious. They are. Yeah, it's good. We get all that. See, you got to get it all out. It's like, see, this is like Krishna jumping into. See, the Harikatha is like the river Yamuna that's been poisoned, right? They can't help it. It's just naturally speculation is poison in there. And so we just la di da jump in from our tree. We just jump into that where it's been the conception speculations in there and everything. We just jump in and do our preaching, and they come up. See, Kalya rises and hey, what are you doing in our lake there, Gohari Das, and you Sangha of Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace place? What are you doing in our lake, man? We had it nice, controlled in speculation, and our hypocrisies, in our impotent preaching that we had to begin to justify because we couldn't deliver anybody in this lifetime. What are you coming in here with this here and stirring things up for? Everything was nice and poisoned nicely, and everything was going along the Maya's course. And you jump in here, Gohari jumps into this lake that's been this river that's been poisoned of Harikatha and teaching impotent concepts that don't deliver you, like Lord Chaitanya's conception did. So we just keep fighting for a while, and then eventually they just, you know, they get it all out, all the envies and jealousies and angers and hatreds and rages. And they just like Kalya, you're just following the same path, man. That's why I continued. I just see we're just playing. I just keep dancing on your hoods. No problem, man. I like to dance, man. That's the whole thing. But these lectures and these talks are like dancing on the hoods. I like just dancing and nonchalant, da da da, and all this spitting. I hate you, and we're just dancing away, writing our nice little articles, and they come up and we just keep writing and talking and dialoguing, and they get more and more out, and eventually they realize, wow, this is the real thing. What a concept! We're like the elites. See, the elites are doing the same thing, but on a worldly letter, the demoniac thing. Yeah, but and the demigods, they're not very powerful. They can't do anything right now much. But they're fighting, causing friction. But we're like the elites because this is the elite thing. This is the elite philosophy, elite truth. I mean, isn't it? Preaching what Lord Chaitanya preached, doing what Lord Chaitanya did. That's got to be part of the elites, man. See? And so the elites, to get their what they want, see, we're part of the elites. The elites, illustrious Lord Chaitanya wants to deliver people. So we got to create conflicts, to get our synthesis of these in here. Necessary. Okay? Just like the elites, they want to create material conflicts so that they can synthesize what they want in this world and the way they want it to be. Well, hey, man, I'm also working on that. I'm part of the being used as an avatar for the elites up there. There's Lord Caitanya, Nityananda, Dwaita, and Prabhupada now, and all of these, the parampara, where they're avatars to get what they want accomplished here in this world. See? They have to create conflict to do it. That's how it's synthesized. So don't wonder why that's happening, because that's why. Hmm. Ah, how come we got nobody up here, man? I need some help. And I got to do the whole show myself. How come nobody wants to come up? I can have some other people read. My voice is done. Yeah, and if nobody comes up, I'll just have to end the program. So I'll wait a minute or two, take some deep breaths. Maybe it's good to end the program. Maybe then I could take, I never get a walk in the early mornings when it's cool. So I think we'll do that. I think we're going to take a walk while it's cool out. Yeah. Yeah. So let me read what Shamaguri says here. Simply envious they are, because all the ecstatic devotees here are here now with you, especially ecstatic women. Had a debate with a devotee, and he said, "You got all the women here, although Srila Prabhupada said that women are less intelligent than men." Oh, we got a racist here, the racist guy. I told this might be true, but there are also women in a time more intelligent than men. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, okay. So the Bhagavatam does say that. Listen to this in perspective. Say a woman is less intelligent. Okay. But you know what? Whether you're a man or a woman, if you come to the devotee, you're more intelligent than a man or a woman who doesn't come. See, this is why this is all equal. And no, this is the the wild card here. Whether and that's why say you're less intelligent because you got a problem with your mind. Okay, some mind problem. So you're less intelligent. Okay, you come here, that you're become more intelligent than a person that's a big scholar with big degrees and acharya devs and all that stuff. You're more intelligent because you did the most intelligent action. That's not, somehow or other you showed up where the devotees are, and that's the most intelligent thing you can do. You can break the most intelligent thing you can do is break the cycle of birth and death, right? Well, there are a lot of PhDs out there that can't break the cycle of birth and death. See? But you can, even though you come here and you got a mental problem. You've broken the cycle of birth and death if you come here and then you develop great faith in what we're preaching here, because it's very true, it's very real, it does the job. You can get prema bhakti, and this big PhD there that's more intelligent doesn't get it. So you're more intelligent just by finding the real path and attaining the desired goal, which life is all about. You're more intelligent than Elon Musk because he didn't find this path. He's just a big brain, doing all these things and getting worldly recognitions, all of that, and the false ego of buying Twitter and then giving it back. And oh, look at me, I bought Twitter. That's all these guys got. See? But you're a retard and you come here. and attain the highest goal of life. Attain association with devotees that are actually spiritually awakened, which is very rare in this world. See? That's real intelligence. Nobody knows that. See? You're more intelligent, Shamagori, even though say for somehow you are less intelligent woman. Say if it's really true, whether I don't care or not. But say if that's true. But you become more intelligent because you're come here and that racist over there doesn't. He's stupid. Dumb. Anybody not coming here is dumb. Acharya Dave, you're not very smart because you don't come here. People come here are smart. Smart people. The Lord gives them the greatest intelligence is to come here and be delivered in this life. You're not very intelligent going to Narayan Raj. You're more intelligent here, coming here, because you're delivered in this life. He even said with his own concept, oh, many lifetimes before you're going to get praying. It's more intelligent to go to the path that's going to quicker one, the one that works, that's empowered by the disciplic line. I told you don't believe it? Well, why don't you believe the fruits out there? Huh? Why don't you believe the fruits of ecstatic love of God manifesting on Lalitas and Johans? Prema, bhakti. Why are you following paths that people say many lifetimes when this lifetime is here, right in front of your face? Now, here. Present. Are you present here now? No, I'm so smart. I'm going to wait many lives. I don't believe you. I don't believe that people are getting ecstatic love of God, even though I see it. I'm so smart. I see so clearly now. I see people getting these tears and they're laughing and crying and everything. I see that happening, but I don't believe it. I don't believe in those Vedas that you're preaching so accurately. Oh, smart person. Oh, you're not less intelligent. You're a Narayan Mars follower. Of course. You have that kind of intelligence. Wow, he really did a good job on you. Literally. So the bottom line is, how greedy are you? Do you want it? You want Krishna in this life? People are getting Krishna. They're getting love of Krishna. They're getting transcendental mellows. You can see with your own eyes. How much greed do you want? Are you worried to take a chance? Even though I'm talking about all these conceptions that Narayan Raj preached or ISKCON preaches, that's what it's about. What do you think? I got to do my job, man. I mean, you guys accept me as a spiritual master. What does a spiritual master do? What Bhakti Siddhanta did, right? What Prabhupada did. So if I don't do what they do, what kind of spiritual master am I? I'm like a Jaipataka or a Radhanath or one of those. They're more political types. They got to go and do their politics. They can't go and do actually destroy, obliterate Maya like is being done here. Obliterate, pluck out all the anarthas in our disciplic line that are hindering people from getting prema bhakti in this life. All those concepts are teaching long paths, many lifetimes, varnashram dharmas, all irrelevant now. That must diminish, that preaching, and this must increase. Why? Because it's top dog. This is top dog preaching. It's the word, it's principle. It's the principles we preach, it's top dog principles. It should be on top of everything. It should be the crown jewel of all what we are believing in. It's in these books. The devotees are special devotees and special deliverance they had, special orders. And we've got that. Everything in this book becomes a living reality now. I got nothing against these persons. They're devotees. Narayan Raj is a devotee. His followers are devotees. Prabhupada followers are devotees, right? They're just people have dedicated their lives. But I'm here to tweak the conception so you get a clear conception of the mercy of Lord Caitanya. It is time for the mercy of Lord Caitanya to be in force now, the living force in people. The gift of prema was given 500 years ago is being given again now. This is the real will of Lord Chaitanya, is that people realize this. As many people as possible realize this, experience this mercy, experience this grace. Why do they want to suck out the sweet transit? Well, they got to see they we have to. It's just natural to cause conflict. They believe in these different levels of consciousness. They believe in these concepts that were preached to them before. Varnashram Dharma, is the highest goal of life, or the many lifetime preaching of Narayan Raj and all these austerities and chanting 1 lakh to attain Krishna. No, no, just come here, get Bhakti Lata Bij by hearing this preaching, getting purified by this preaching, being like a Maharaj Parikshit, and listening to the empowered preaching, the empowered word, the confidential message of the Lord. See? And attain transcendental taste. And now you're on your way. Whether you chant 2 rounds or 15 rounds, you'll do it with taste, because that's our work. That's our brand. That's our forte here. That's our mission, to awaken the transcendental taste for the name of Krishna. Only those who have that taste can do it. No one else. See, those devotees, even in our Sangha already, people are coming and saying, wow, I like listening to Johan or Lalita. I feel inspired. I feel purified. It helps my taste. See, even my followers are getting this power. Because of their ecstatic love, Krishna will appear in the hearts of other people. This is the most powerful path being preached on this planet. You show me some other, read my lips, show me some other. Oh, am I not pronouncing slow enough? Goo goo gagas out there? Okay, goo goo gaga. Show me, read these lips, read these teeth. Show me another path more powerful than this. You out there? Why do they suck out our sweet drink? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry, we're gonna this. We got to create a little conflict, got a little controversy, Then we'll synthesize the absolute eternal truth into this world to be the real standard, man. Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace is now in force again, in force in this world. We're just the enforcers. We have to have sonic booms there. Boom, 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 man. Boom, boom, boom. You notice when you hear those in the world, you ever, you're going about your day and you hear thunder sometimes, it goes boom. And you go, oh. We got to do that also in the world. Everybody's asleep. They're going around. with their gurus and their paths and the many lifetime preaching, and then here we come in with this preaching. It goes boom. It's like, woo, where'd that come from, man? Part of the wake up process. This morning was really intense. This morning, very powerful. Well, it's your fault, man. You guys, I feel like I have to come here and perform every day a better show. This puts a lot of pressure on Krishna, not on me. It's like, hey, Krishna, they're expecting a good show. Well, I'm here, I'm available, but if you don't show up, how it's just going to be a flop. So we put pressure on Krishna. He knows he's got to put on a good show every day to keep you guys around because you guys are connoisseurs. You only like good shows, transcendental shows, powerful shows, man. It probably says that women are less intelligent because a woman is subjected to their hormones and it affects their balance and emotions and in turn affects their thinking. Yeah, it doesn't matter, just come here, become part of this. That's intelligence. Sick, disabled, retarded Indian women has attained the Lord. Yeah, exactly. You know what else he said? Why don't you come here and distribute Srila Prabhupada's books with me? See, well, because we're distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. See, we're boiling the milk. This is for devotees who want to understand Srila Prabhupada's books. They want to, isn't it? Aren't I reading about the mercy of Lord Caitanya? That's all in Prabhupada's books. The ability to give prema pati, yeah, when it's here and when the order is here, it's in Prabhupada's books. Yeah, I told you, remember, Advaita got the order, Nityananda got the order, distribute ecstatic love of God even to the most fallen souls, even to the meat eaters, even to the malechas, even to everybody. So it's from Prabhupada's books. Well, Prabhupada came to me in a lucid dream, and said, okay, you do that also now, on my order. See? So people, they say, well, on Prabhupada's order, we're doing Varnashram Dharma. Well, hey, man, this is the progressive order, isn't it? Isn't this more progressive? Why, you think Prabhupada wants everybody to stay with the same program of Vaidhi Bhakti, external devotional service, even though in his book, Lord Chaitanya rejected external. He said, hey, that's good enough, man. I mean, I want something deeper. I want something deeper. So it shows you there's a progression in Bhakti Yoga preaching. See? So we're here teaching the progression. We're teaching it's about progress, not staying with the preaching of Prabhupada 50 years ago. Obviously, Prabhupada changed his mind. Okay, now you're doing exactly what I want you to do. You do more of this. It has my approval distributing this ecstatic devotion. He was beaming. He was so happy. Why did these cushions appear? We're both sitting on them at the same level. He's saying, okay, man, you're in the real line. You're part of the committee. Have your meetings now. See, like that devotee says, he had a dream. Prabhupada said, you're part of the committee. And then Sridhar came and he's preaching. He says, you're here to represent my Siddhanta and stuff. And I really, something like that, something with Sridhar. And I thought, yeah, this is right. This is good. Let's get it clear. Prabhupada had controversy with some of the ideas that um, Sridhar was preaching. This thing about pointing the acharyas, he didn't like that. I don't like that because Prabhupada doesn't like. I'm here. I'm here to represent Prabhupada. You represent Sridhar. Anybody. You can represent Sridhar Maharaj. I'll represent Srila Prabhupada. And if you think you represent Srila Prabhupada, you can go and come here and see if you represent, how deeply you represent Prabhupada. If you come here and say, crying, oh, Varnashram Dharma, I represent Prabhupada. And I'll just tell you, you're not progressive, man. You're a slow learner. 50 years and you still on that program. Okay, well, fine. Stay on that program. We'll go look for somebody else ready to advance and to be like the Lord Chaitanya's progressive teaching. Ramananda Roy, that's enough about Varnashram Dharma. Tell me something deeper. Okay, we'll do that here. You ready for that kind of preaching? Come here. Tell me something different, deeper than this many lifetime preaching, which is and that you attain Krishna by renunciation and austerities, and attaining the Krishna by this big long process of many lifetimes, of developing faith in Krishna, and then doing bhajan for a long time, and then going through the anartha nivritti process, and then you die because you didn't finish it, and all you did was become a Brahmin or a sannyasi or a spiritual master, but you can't deliver your disciples because you're still working on anartha nivritti. See, that's the slow learner program. That's the slow program. Slow teachers teaching slow ways. This is the progressive way now. All you do is you come and hear the message, the good news. Isn't that why people got the Holy Spirit? All they did was believe in the good news that Jesus spoke, and boom, 11 people got raised up to sainthood. There's good news now. This is transcendental news. Anybody hearing this news, my Lord in you will wake up quick. Snap to attention. Listen. The power of the word, man. The word of God gets things done quickly, efficiently, most efficiently. See, the most efficient preaching is here. The others are not very efficient. Efficient means you get the job done. What's the ultimate job to be done in this whole universe? Universally is love of Krishna. Life's ultimate goal, whether you're a lizard person, a reptilian, a serpentine personality, or a demigod. Life's ultimate goal for everyone universally is love of Source, love of Christ, love of Krishna, love of Ram, love of God. Life's ultimate goal. And that's here in the palm of your hand with this preaching. By this word, it'll awaken. I like that. Just awaken things by word, not by physical grunts. Oh, you chant, oh, you got to do all these physical austerities. Oh, no food in this mouth, man. I'm trying to attain Krishna, man. I need no food. No, you see only potatoes, lots of potatoes in this mouth. I used to hate eating those potatoes because that's all you can eat is potatoes, and I would be so like all over it, man. These potatoes, yuck. Because I wanted to eat something, man. I don't like fasting. They force you to fast. They let you eat the potatoes, though. Lots of them. You never filled up. You got to eat some more potatoes. And see, through the devotees who chant the holy name in great ecstatic love, you attain Krishna Vrindavan. See, words, chanting. That's how you get it. Hearing these conceptions, hearing these truths, it's purifying people. You're getting, more and more closer to ecstasy, or you go in ecstasy. Whatever stage you're at, everything is quickened here. Accelerated program, learning program. Now, isn't that nice? You come into the accelerated learning here. Chipmunk cheeks. Let go of all your material concepts. Let them go, let them go, let them go. Yeah, that's what it's about. You come here gradually, you'll see it's advantageous to you to let go of your speculations, to let go of this many lifetime preaching. Why would you want to stick with this when this is juicy preaching is here? Hey man, in this lifetime you can get prema. It's already proven. People are getting it in our sangha, man. Just come here, skip down the road to Vrindavan and Mayapur. No problem. You just jump right into that ocean of bliss like we have. Why not, man? Why not? Simply because it's here. How many times you get such an opportunity? You might get another 500 dry years. Who knows? When Lord Chaitanya's devotees leave, this bhakti leaves, this path leaves. It doesn't leave. This path is here because the Lord brought it here. What does it do? It gets covered with the brambles of preaching from those who have not realized the ultimate goal in their life, or the Lord doesn't give them the order yet to reveal it. Whatever it is, it's being revealed now. The path came here 550 years ago. Now the Lord has ordered, Prabhupada ordered, uncover the brambles on that path of pure devotional service now, so people can hear the word so that it can awaken. Hear the conception so ecstatic love of God can awaken in them. Isn't this fun? We have a good time here. Efficient, it works, cost effective, it's free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's free. And then, by the way, if anybody's got any, of those people watching there, if you got a little, and if you want to donate to what we're doing here, how come that's not showing? Let's see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you can donate here. I have some use for the cash nowadays. So if anybody has extra cash, and don't let it be a burden either. I mean, some people have already donated. That's great, fine. But if anybody hasn't, and you feel like you want to, I'm open to it. But these teachings are all free. You do it or don't do it. But I'm open to taking donations now. I have some things I want to do with it, and that should be beneficial for everybody in due course. So, yeah. Okay, there you go. And I probably should quit now while we're ahead. Yeah, yeah. We haven't, well, we sort of heard, but yeah. Amy and I decided that we're just going to let it rest. He may have gotten into some troubles, so we're just going to let it rest for a while. Yeah. Yeah, people gotta, you gotta take responsibility for your actions. Like some people get into trouble here. They do weird things, like he might have done as far as what we hear. I don't know, like maybe hurt somebody and this, and beat up somebody. I mean, we have that here. You got to take responsibility, or the Lord will take you to task here. Beating up people and stuff like this. This is weird shit. And some of that weirdness is in devotees here sometimes. And, you know, And the Lord will take you to task for doing it, man. You got to take responsibility for these things, for your energy. There's no reason to get physically violent with anybody. If you do that, you should go seek help. You know, find out why you're such a schmuck. Where you actually have to physically hurt somebody. Yeah. That's why, that's why the Lord, see, it's the Lord who makes these laws. The Lord is making this government the way it is. You know, just how it works. He's the controller of everything. Whether the government, I mean, the Lord works through everything and everybody. Everybody is, yeah. Okay, my friends, until we meet again, we'll see you later.